Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Hello, Rolf.
Hello.
Hello. Right. So, in this episode, we're going to start off by clearing some really easy quests. So, I'm going to start off in Sky Farm and doing a couple of the quests in this direction. And why don't you go and do some of the really easy quests in the Mob Hunter? There's sharp spikes and conveyor belts. The stuff is really simple to make. You can look them up in NEI for the spikes and things. But I'm actually just going to go straight ahead and make the Stone Cold Killer thing. What's it? Oh, I actually forget what it's actually called. It's not actually called Stone Cold Killer at all. It's a Stone Killer. There we go. An animal filter upgrade. So Stone Killer. So a lot of this stuff should be like really cheap to make. And just need a sword. There we go. There's that and the animal filter. I'm not going to use it because we've got better tools than that. We need some kind of wool. Have we run out of wool?
Did we?
Yeah, we've run out of wool. Let me grab some shears. I think we've got some shears around. Because we've run out of string as well. Because of RV filter stuff.
Yeah.
Did you kill the sheep that we had previously?
No, it's in a jar somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Got some sheep downstairs.
We've got some sheep here as well, if I can get to them. I may have to break this glass. Give me your wool. He won't let me take his wool. He just keeps punching me. Why can't I grab his wool? Screw it. If you're going to be stubborn, I'm going to go downstairs and grab my wool that way. Okay. Silly sheep. We should really set up that. We've got like a rancher or something that we need to set up for that, really. We've been meaning to do it for ages, just haven't got around to it. But with any luck, I can get to the sheep here and shear it. Right. Alright, animals, come over here. Alright. There's the wool. Oh, I want that egg as well. There we go, I got it. A little bit painful, but I got out of there.
Got the wool upstairs.
Oh, you managed to get the wool off of the sheep over there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Either way, I should be done with my animal filter now anyway.
And I finished 2 quests in the Mob Hunter.
Okay, cool. Right, stone farming. So now we need the animal farmer. I probably need some shears that are not damaged. It's probably what that is complaining about. So let's do that. That's the animal farmer. And what was the other part of that quest? We need a milker upgrade. Milker upgrade. I think we may even have the buckets of milk. Nope, we don't. Okay. There should be, in the back of the room, there should be a whole vat of milk. So let me just grab a quick bucket. There we go. That's from our earlier setup when we were milking the cows automatically a while ago. Good. So there's a milker upgrade. Again, not going to bother setting them up. They're very simple machines that are used to either shear sheep or milk cows. Yeah, nothing too crazy or exciting out of those. So that's that done. I can even give it a shearing upgrade, that's fine. Next, we've suddenly got a whole bunch of new quests that have opened up. Some of which we've completed already. So, rubber farm, we've already done, so we can grab that. Factory farming, yes, we've done those, so that's good. Got the range check on things. We showed all this a while ago when we were just doing it naturally. Okay, some of those we've actually done, but it's not showing up. Agricarnation. Okay, that can be something we can create later down the line. And multi-farms, good. So forestry stuff is starting to come up, which is exactly what I want to see, because we're actually going to be doing and exploring more forestry probably today. Now, you've just finished some quests in Mob Hunter, right? So,
Yep.
good. And you've unlocked the Butcher Flower, the Belleforn. Okay, we can do some of that. That gives us an excuse. I know we've had a comment asking us to do some more high-level Botania. We will definitely do that, but this gives us an actual quest to do for that. Oh, Sludge Boiler quest, I'll take that. Right, anything else that suddenly appeared? For the hoarding, still locked, unfortunately. But I think if we've cleared those early quests, as I said, I promised to do some forestry-based things. So let's have a look at that. Let me clear my inventory of the sweet new stuff that we just picked up. Okay. Cool. I don't need those shears anymore, I don't think. Right, looking at the forestry quest, we need a carpenter, a squeezer and a centrifuge. So one of the things that is important to carpentry is bronze. So I'm going to see whether or not we've got the recipe for bronze automatically assigned in our auto crafters, and it doesn't look like we do. It's saying that we're going to need a lot of bronze, so I'm actually going to teach the recipe. Oops, not via that though, via this, sorry. Bronze, there we go. And dump it in one of these assemblers. Okay, good. And we'll grab a stack of bronze to hand. So that's cool. Do you want to work on the squeezer?
Yeah, sure.
The other part is sturdy casing. I'm actually going to teach how to make sturdy casing as well. Again, I know it's going to come up a lot for sturdy casing in terms of recipes. And it looks as if we've just run out of blank patterns as well. So I'm just going to request about 30 of them. There we go. And dump that into there. Okay. So I'm just going to request maybe 10 sturdy casings, and it will craft any of the stuff for the bronze as well as it does it. So that would be good. Right. And then finally I can grab my carpenter. As long as I grab some more bronze. There we go.
Yay, got a squeezer.
Cool. And then the last one's a centrifuge. So I'm going to look at the centrifuge recipe. And that's basically the same kind of thing, but with copper instead of bronze there. So that's those 3 machines. Cool. Let me put that away. Right, so that quest is completed. That gives us tropical hives, honeycombs and a beealyzer, which is good news. And that gets us started on some of the bees. Okay, so next, to start a wonderful world of apiculture, we must first attract some bees. We need to craft an artificial hive. Then process seeds in a squeezer to get some seed oil, place a bucket of seed oil in a wooden barrel, blah, blah, blah. So what I think we should do is find a place for our forestry area. And considering a lot of it is going to end up being upstairs, we're probably going to want to get up on the roof. Should I get some power cables and things like that?
We already have power upstairs, but...
Yeah, we may not have them in where we want them though. They're called flux ducts, aren't they? So let me just grab some flux ducts. Don't have many of the redstone energy ones. Oh, we've got resonant ones. Okay, well, we'll just use the resonant ones. They're pretty good. Well, they're the best ones, aren't they? Okay. Oh, yeah, these are the best ones. Cool. So we've got the flux ducts. What else will we want up here? I'm probably going to grab some tanks of some kind. So, oh, unless we store them in the... Is it... They're called barrels? I can't remember. No. They're not called barrels. What are they called?
What are you looking for?
The...
Tanks?
Yeah, the iron tank things that we use. I'm having a brain
tanks,
freeze.
or?
No. The iron ones. The ones that I just grabbed the milk from.
Barrels? No.
And why am I having a brain freeze over it? It's silly. I've made loads of them in the past. I can't even think of their name.
Me neither.
Right, I know that blocks of iron is part of the recipes. If I go through here, I might be able to find what they're called.
Drum.
Oh, drum. There we go. Thank you. God almighty, what's wrong with me today? Right, drums. So let me grab a few. This will be good storage for some of the liquids that is associated with bees, because there's a few. With that in mind, I probably want some kind of fluidux, I'd imagine. And let's take the hardened fluidux, if we've got any. There we go. And with that in mind, let's also make some servos. Cool. Right, I've got some stuff. Probably too much of the stuff, but I'll leave that hole there because I'll try and... Oh.
Too late.
Right, so we've got Botania over here. We've got the main tree farm over here. So perhaps over here should be our bees area, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I'll get...
So if we get our flux ducts to... right, we're going to make a massive mess, but we'll fix it in a second. Right. Watch your feet. Stop about here, I think. And this will be a machine line going across there. Why? Okay, redstone energy we find. Okay, we'll start with a carpenter, the centrifuge, and then finally the squeezer. So you may as well get started with the squeezer. How many seeds do we have? Do we not have like a whole bunch stored somewhere? Because I thought we had loads of seeds. Or did we not automate them? So I thought we did automate them.
Got loads. Cactus seeds okay?
No. Seeds. Seeds.
We got 8.
Yeah, I've got some elsewhere, but we actually need a lot. That's a bit weird. Okay. So an easy way of automating getting seeds?
Not really.
Because we do need like tons and tons of them. So we're going to have to figure that out.
Grow them by hand.
Yeah. Well, I've got 36 seeds in here, so I'm actually just going to grab a whole bunch of them out of here and start off by squeezing them. And
Oh, ooh, we can get them from wheat.
oh, can we?
Yep.
Oh, in which case we're going to be fine. Okay. Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we can. Good. Let me just dump some of these back and not grab quite so many. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, just dump them all in the squeezer for now. What we'll do is grab a drum that I'm going to place. All of this is going to have to be rewired a different way later, but for now I just want a basic setup that we can mess about with at a later point. But this will work for now, and this will be seed oil going in there. Good. I'll just let that continue squeezing. Okay, what else do we need for this quest line? I'm failing miserably with my books. There we go. Right, we do want this artificial hive. So we need is a wooden barrel, and we put this artificial hive in the barrel, and okay, right, that should be easy enough. I'll show you what we need to do then. So, what happened to all the barrels that are up here? There was tons of wooden barrels up here earlier.
Oh, I removed them. They were full with water, so.
Oh, okay. Let's just grab like a couple of them.
I got one.
Okay, right, just place it down, that's fine. Right, we're going to take a bucket of seed oil and we're going to place it... Oh, we need to wait till there's 1,000, that's fine. So while we're waiting for that, let's make ourselves what's called an artificial hive, which is silk mesh and hay bales. And hay bales is going to be easy. The silk mesh is not. Okay. Just grab our wheat here for now and grab a hay bale. And the silk mesh, I'll show you why is a problem, because silk mesh requires string, and I don't think we have enough string.
We got wool.
Enough to pulverize up. Yeah, I guess we do. Alright, let me go pop downstairs and start pulverizing. It's not an ideal situation. The mob farm should eventually be getting a string, but it's obviously taking its sweet time. Oh, do you know why it might not be getting a string?
Chunk loaded?
No, because when we emptied the string barrel before, we removed its ability to be stored. So let's... I don't know why we're storing sticks. Let me clear off sticks in there and then find some string. Oh, we don't even have any string whatsoever according to this. Might be in a crafting grid somewhere. Either way, I'll pulverize this wool, grab some string, and then I'm going to feed the string into... Oh, it's already in there. Oops. There we go. Let me chuck that on the ground for a second. Got to do some cleanup apparently. Okay, and grab this stick stuff. Okay, that should help us get string again. I was wondering why it hadn't increased, because we've been on the server for a little while. I thought, well, we should have had some extra string. Either way, solved now. Could have been worse. So we need one silk mesh and a hay bale together. That gives us an artificial hive. And this process I'm about to show you is actually, although we're just going to do it in place at the moment, it's actually important where you do it and sometimes in what materials you do this dunking thing in. But for now this will do. Hopefully we've got a bucket's worth of seed oil now. And place that in there. Looking at the biome, we're in an ocean biome. That might be important. And we're just going to place our artificial hive in there, which makes it a scented artificial hive. And I believe it's where we place this scented artificial hive that's going to make a big difference coming on. So let's claim our reward anyway and get our meadows and modest bees. Especially meadows is good to have, so I'm glad we've got that early. And we can make a apiary in a bit. So you place it somewhere the bees will enjoy. Forest bees want a forest biome. All bees need to see the sky. Okay, so let's grab yourself an angel block, Rolf. And I'm going to grab ourselves a scoop. Oh, we're just going to need wool, isn't it? We might have enough.
Yeah, we got one.
Oh, have we got a scoop already? Not that I see.
No, but
we got one wool.
I meant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just going to put some of this stuff out of the way. Okay.
Want to take all the house with us?
No, just the one that I've got. The rest will have to go elsewhere. Have you got an angel block and some blocks to build on?
Yep.
Cool. Now, I believe I saw something east. So we're going to go fly directly east. And we're going to watch that biome. So directly under the map you can see we're in the ocean biome. I'm going to keep an eye on it until it says forest. And I think I saw a forest over here. I could be wrong, but I think I did. So a little bit of travelling around should net us one. Because with more meadows and forest bees together, then we can do an awful lot of bee producing, which will be useful. The plains probably give you the meadows.
Forest.
Oh, let's go backwards. Back.
Birch forest.
I'm not seeing. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here will do. As long as we're in this biome, make sure we're in the biome. There we go. And we'll place that there. And that should start attracting bees towards it. Hopefully the height doesn't matter. And just to save on this, I'm going to put down and see it's scented. And the idea of it being scented with seed oil is it will attract the bees in place. I'm going to have a look here. Forest bees want the forest biomes. All bees need to see the sky. It might need to be daytime as well.
Yeah, it's midnight.
Yeah. Why don't you... I want to see this on camera as well. Can you change it to day on the commands just so we can watch this happen? Sorry, I wouldn't normally ask, but it's too far away. But if we slept, by the time we came back, we may have already had the process done, and that would be boring. I was hoping to be able to see it on camera. Does it take a long time? I don't know. I'm just going to check the quest book, make sure I'm not screwing anything up. Place it somewhere they'll enjoy. Yeah.
Maybe because we're in the birch forest hills?
Possibly. But it should net us something, you know, even if it doesn't net us the expected one, it should always net you something, I thought. We'll be right back. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. Hey, we're back. And yeah, we discovered a couple of things. One is we needed a tree and it needed to be surrounded by leaves around and also needed a view of the sky. And then you have to wait a while for it. But we have our forest hive. Yay. So hopefully I've got enough to be getting on with. One forest, one thing. Shame it's just ignoble stock, but it'll do. Well, we can leave this here. We might come back with if we need more forest bees, so it'd be worth leaving the tree here, I reckon. So, that's cool. That's cute. And then we'll have a look, see what the quests are going to request us to do next. Now, bees usually take a really long time if all you do is basic forestry method. And it's actually a really, really long process. Luckily, we have a mod called Gendustry, and you may have seen us use Gendustry in the past. It's a very, although it's changed a lot since we last used it, but it's a really cool mod for working with bees.
Well, you used it.
I've used it, yeah. Well, yeah.
I haven't done really anything with bees, so...
Yeah, you're not a big fan of them, are you?
No, I'm not saying I'm a big fan. I've never done anything with him.
Oh, okay. It says it wants us to make an apiary. Now, apiary is a little bit more complex because you actually need some seed oil inside a carpenter with wood around it. So, you know what? I think we've got the stuff for that. So let's grab the seed oil and drop it in the carpenter. Like so. And we can grab some logs from over here.
And a machine block.
And you put the recipe in the grid here and then the oak wood on the side, and it will consume some of the seed oil and the logs which is in its inventory and turn it in. So actually usually when I'm doing forestry stuff I have more than one carpenter, one filled with seed oil, one maybe filled with honey, one filled with water, you know, I just have several of them for different tasks. Cool. Now that I've got an did I take the impregnated casing with me? I didn't, did I? God damn it. Herp derp. I just put it in the thing below, that's all I did. So let's make ourselves an apiary and get that quest done. Oh, apparently we've got some apiaries for whatever reason, but I will go ahead and craft a new one. Yeah, I'm not pleased using great wood planks, but we've got plenty of great wood, so I won't cry too much about it. And although we've got spare apiaries, I'm hoping that just completes the quest, because I'm not actually going to use apiaries. And let's grab a reward bag. Oh, we're getting some apiarist equipment, which I have no room for. So let me put this glass away and let's put the fluid ducts and item ducts away. I can grab them again if I need them.
How does it look?
It's alright. It's cute, as they say. It's useful later on when you're working with some of the bee stuff, but unfortunately, oh, that's a crappy reward. I got an ironberry thing. Unfortunately, you need all 4 pieces for it to be really good, so that's a shame. Again, we might want a sub-network over here for just bee stuff with our AE system.
Okay.
But for now,
I'll set it up.
I'm just going to grab a chest and just make a dump spot for the stuff, and I guess you're going to work in the background on it, right? And
Yeah.
okay, cool. I doubt we'll be able to get to the end of the episode and do it, because this episode won't be going on for that long. Put any of the bees in here, like so. Right. I'm just making some room in my inventory for now. I'll go around and clean it all up later. Here we go, there's that. Good, right, so I'm actually just going to drop these hives down. Because they're no good in hive form. What we want is the goodies inside, so. Oh, wow, that didn't last very long. Let me grab another scoop. Really, I should look at like making better scoops. Mana steel scoop, maybe. I could probably do that, actually. Living wood, okay. Go 3. I think we needed like 5 to do this. Yeah, let's do a mana steel one, because that way we can recharge it. And it'll be less wasteful. And I guess I'll chuck my torches away for a second. And I'm also going to dump all these bees that I've just picked up into this chest. So there's some good selection here. Valiant drones are rare. You need to find the, well, a princess for a start, but there's a different drone as well that goes with it. Let's see if I can remember the name of it by looking it up. So yeah, because you have like, it's going to be hard to find because there's so many drones in here. I know that you get it from heroic drones eventually, so let's see if I can find... Steadfast, I think, is the other one. Basically, one comes from dungeon chests and one comes as a rare drop in hives, and that's kind of the difference between the two. Wow. Why is that so slow? Let me just check. Maybe this needs some mana. But I would have expected it to use my mana tablet. Which I have on me. It doesn't seem to be dragging any mana into it. This is weird. Okay. It worked. It was just slow. So... I guess speed isn't necessarily the most important thing in the world. Okay, and...
Look, beside.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we'll use this to store any bees and any combs and eventually any comb side products. Well, mostly any comb side products. Some of them will be routed to the main A system if the side products are particularly useful. But if it's like... well, I'll show you. You've got the centrifuge set up over there. Should be. Yep. So, for instance, we take honeycombs here and dump them in a centrifuge. You should get some honey and beeswax. So I was thinking stuff like those, which are, you know, very bee specific, they can just be stored in this network as well. There's quite a lot of other bee specific stuff, but the honey drops are useful because, in fact, I can show that very quickly. Is in a beealyzer, they use honey drops as like a fuel, if you like, for these. So if I grab something random, like this tropical princess, and we put it in a beealyzer, it will consume a honey drop to be able to scan it. And you can see that this is a tropical bee that likes to be in the jungle. It poisons nearby players, and it needs jungle type flowers nearby within its territory. And it's got the fertility, how long it lives, blah blah blah. So also its temperature tolerance and climate tolerance, those become important. When I can get the ability to show this properly, I will do. But that's like the basics of bees, is to scan them, see what they're like, adjust their traits so you get them doing what you need them to be doing. And once you've got the perfect bee doing the perfect thing, then they're actually very strong. Like one of the most powerful ways of obtaining items and things, resources, is through bees. Let's have another quick look at our quest book here and see what other cool things have just come up. So we've got frames that I'll show another time. We've got hiver simps. Ever needed more drones? Don't feel like making more hives? Feed a hiver simp some mana and collect the results. You may even get a princess. Or that could be really useful. Okay, that's nice to know. a begone. If we've got too many drones, then we can feed it to the begonia, and I imagine it gives you mana. So it'd be a way of generating mana would be to dump bees into a begonia and generate mana that way. In fact, I will most likely do that. That's a very good thing to have, because you end up with like a million billion drones that always at risk of filling up an AE system really fast. Hence why we put a sub-network in, by the way, just so that it didn't clash. And then the next quest over here, industrial apiaries, which I think we'll explore industrial apiaries next episode. And the absolute basics of collecting bees has been explored, at least in this episode. And yeah, next episode we'll look at breeding bees and actually making use of their resources. And we'll go directly, I won't be using these apiaries, by the way, even though we've got them. I'll go directly to the industrial apiaries, because they're just so much better. And the method is pretty much identical as the normal apiaries, except you get upgrades in an industrial one that allow it to be done very quickly. Whereas in the normal apiaries, you end up having to stand around for hours on end. Trust me, I've done that a million times already. Cool. Have you got anything to add? Any thoughts?
Moo?
Can you... Yeah, that's why. I wanted on this side. Mostly because the apiaries are going to be over on this side. And the machines on this side. Cool. Alright, thank you for watching. As per usual, leave a rating. I hope you learnt something off of this episode, at least on how to work with industrial apiaries of some description. And I think till next episode from me and Rolf, wherever he's gone, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.